So there are a few things there. Cost arbitrage is not a bad business, right? I know it has less aspirational connotations, but in general, what really happens is that when technologies become commodities, winning in them becomes cost arbitrage,
Yeah.
right? That is why China became the largest economy in the world, right? Because they were just playing cost arbitrage. Now, if you can play on cost arbitrage and become as big as the US or even bigger, it's awesome. I mean, I don't see any issue, right? So most markets, they tend to follow the trajectory where they're like really unique in the beginning and then they become commodities, right?
Mm.
And when they become commodities, including in software, right? CRMs probably are more commodity than they were 10 years ago. Cost becomes important,
Mm.
right? Where you're like, hey, everyone has the same features. Which one should I go for? The cheapest one, right? Which means the market is kind of like hit that inflection point where it's maturing. So I don't see that as a bad thing. I think the question that you're asking is, are innovative software companies coming out of India, right? I think that, if you look at Postman, for example,
Yeah.
they're like that beacon that I say that very innovative model, very different in its way of operations, and a truly gold standard world class business that is coming out of India,
Mm.
right? You can look at Groova and Icertis as well. I would say to a large extent, they too are very different from what is already there in the market. And it's not a cost play, it's a product play, right?
Yeah.
So there are examples, and they are coming in bigger force right now. And I think it will keep happening, as we get better trained software engineers. I think one really big constraining factor for Asians and Indians has been the ability to sell globally, right? Market and have a global viewpoint, which I think Western countries, especially American companies, are very good at. They're able to tell stories really well,
Right.
which I think Indian entrepreneurs and founders are getting much better at. But that used to hamstrung very good products because the sales or marketing strategies were super domestic and not global in nature. So I think that's changing as well.